Okay, let me go to share my screen. And we're starting with algebra review.
Hey. Mhm.
Okay,
Kids, and then I say, nah,
bring this up
they don't even bring their shit
to the
properly.
beginning.
Yelling at Patricia. And I knew they weren't going to drive my shit properly.
Where's the talking coming from?
They ain't going to fold it like,
Maureen, is that from you?
Okay, Miss Barbara, he finished.
Oh, okay.
But just telling me that he's going to the laundry in case I know he won't be in the house.
Oh, okay, because I know I heard some
yeah.
talking. Okay, so let's look at algebra review. Now, we've gone through this, but I just want to just make sure that we really understand all algebra is we're using variables to represent numbers. And I gave you some expressions, and it could be any variable from A to Z. And it could be also constants, and constants are just numbers like 8 and 120. So when we look at basics of algebra, we're really looking at operations that you're familiar with: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So what is algebra about? It's solving puzzles, finding the missing number. And just to put it in a form here, where we have some number minus 2 equal 4. Now, what number do you subtract 2 from to get 4? Maureen?
6.
6. That's right. 6 minus 2 is equal to 4. But in algebra, we don't use the boxes like we do here. We use a variable. So over here on this screen, where you see x minus 2 equal to 4, that's like an equation. X variable minus 2 is equal to 4. What is that unknown variable? That unknown variable is what you said, 6. Now, we always have to keep equations in balance. So you see here weights, right? A scale. So whatever you do on the left, and Vanessa is really famous for saying that, whatever I do on the left, I do on the right. And that's how you keep the equations in balance. So if you add 2 over on the left and you don't add on the right, you see it's not balanced, right? But if we do the same on the left, we add a 2 on the left, 2 on the right, now you see the equation is balanced, right? Now, what do we mean by substitution, Maureen? When we say substitution, what do we mean?
This is substitution. It's me putting numbers where the letters are.
That's right. Putting numbers where the letters are. So I think I gave you a question where you had some variables, and I gave you what those variables were equal to. And then in the equation, you had to substitute those numbers and find the value of the equation. So that's all substitution is, putting numbers where the letters are. So when x is 2, what is 10 over x plus 4? So you take 10 divided by 2, because now you're substituting x, 2 for x. 10 over 2 is what? 5. And then 5 plus 4 is 9. Okay? So that's substitution. So we put over here, when x is 5, what is x plus x over 2? So when x is 5, wherever we have an x, we put a 5. So we put a 5 here for the x, and we put a 5 here for the x over 2. So 5 plus 5 over 2, which is 5 halves. And 5 halves, if you divide that out, you get 2 and 1/2, or 2.5. So your answer is 7.5. Another example. 2 variables, x3, y4. What is x squared plus xy? Now, wherever we see an x, we put a 3. Where we see a y, we put a 4, right? So x squared becomes 3 squared X times Y becomes 3 times 4 because X is 3 and Y is 4. So what is 3 square? 3 square is what? 9.
9,
3 times 4 is 12.
12,
And 12 and 9 is 21.
21.
Okay. All right. Now, let's look at this next one. X is 3. We don't know Y. Then what is X squared plus XY? Wherever the 3 is, you put in X, right? So that's 3 square plus 3Y is 9. 3 square is 9, and we have 9 plus 3Y. And that's as far as we can go, because we can't solve this any further, because we can only substitute what they gave us, and that's the value of X, which is 3. Okay. Now, just to review your multiplication, dividing, your adding and subtracting rules. 2 like signs become a positive sign when you're adding or subtracting. 3 plus a plus 2 is 5. 6 minus a minus 3 and a minus minus give you plus, so 6 plus 3 is 9. Now, when you multiplying or dividing, 2 like signs give you positive, and that means a plus 3 times a plus 2 gives you a plus 6. If you had a minus 3 times a minus 2, those are like signs, that gives you a plus 6. 2 unlike signs become negative. So if you add a plus and a minus, this plus minus is a minus, and 7 minus 2 is 5. Here you have an 8 plus and a plus 2. This is a minus and a plus 2. That gives you a minus 2. 8 minus 2 is 6. When you multiplying or dividing unlike signs, you get negative. So that means a plus 3 times a minus gives you a minus. A minus times a plus gives you a minus. Now, I want you to do some, before we do that, let's just look at basic skills practice. W minus 9 is 15. What number you subtract from 9 to give 15? That number can only be 24. So we say add 9 to both sides, and 9 and 15 is 24. But you can do mental math here. There's only one number that you can subtract 9 from and get 15, and that number is 24. Now, 12 equals 1 minus 2, t minus 2. What is t, Maureen?
T is minus 2.
12 equals t
Equals
minus
2.
2. What is t? What is
Minus
t?
2.
No, t can't be minus 2. If 12 is t minus 2, what
Oh,
is t?
12.
No. What number do you subtract,
6.
Maureen?
Huh?
2 subtracted from what number gives you 12?
Oh,
What's the number?
14.
14. It's because you add 2 to both sides. 12 plus 2 equal 14, right? So to keep this in balance, what you're really doing is adding the 2 to both sides, and 12 plus 2 is 14, and t minus 2 plus 2. Let's just put this here. 12 plus 2, keeping the equation in balance, t minus 2 plus 2. So what you get on the left side is 12 plus 2 is 14. And on the right side, t minus 2 plus 2 gives you just t, because minus 2 and plus 2 gives you 0. All
Yeah.
right. What about this one, Maureen? B, 8 minus 8 equal 14
minus 14.
minus A. What is A?
Well,
How
what
would
is
you
A?
find it? How would you find it?
A would be 7.
A is 7. 14 minus 7 is equal to what?
14 minus 7. 7.
Yes, but you've got 8 on the left. So what could you do to this equation? Or ask yourself, what 14 minus what number gives you 8? What do you subtract from 14 to give you 8?
14 to give you 8.
What number subtracted from 14 gives you 8?
14 to give you 8.
What number A, that's the variable, subtracted from 14 will give you 8?
6.
6. So A is equal to 6.
6.
So, and the way you could find this, you could also do what? How else could you find this? You could subtract 14 from both sides. Subtract
Mhm.
14 from both sides. All right. But I want you to be able to do this like mental math. In other words, look at the equation and say, what do I have to do to get the other side? What do I have to subtract from 14 to get 6? And what adds to 8 to give 14? And that number is 6. But if you subtract 14 from both sides, let's just copy this. Now this is, just copy this over here. Subtract 14 from both sides. I'll just copy this on the other side so we can do all of that on one screen. Okay, so let's just copy this. Here. Okay, now, so we said we do what?
Subtract
Subtract 14
on both sides.
from both sides. So let's just do that. Let's take this equation, subtract the 14. Okay, so subtract 14 on the left. So we have to do that to keep the equation in balance. Subtract the 14 on the right. All right. So what do we get on the left side, Maureen? 8 minus 14.
6.
Plus or minus?
A minus.
Minus 6. That's right. Plus and minus is going to give you minus. Because, and you look at this, you have more negative than positive. So when you subtract, your sign is going to be that of your number 14, because you have more negative. So that's minus 6. And what do you get on the right side?
14.
14 minus 8 minus 14. What's
Okay.
a plus 14 and a minus 14 give you what, Maureen?
Plus 14 and a minus 14. Give you a plus 12, a plus
Gives you
14.
0.
Gives you 0.
Oh,
Remember, plus
Oh, yeah.
minus of the same variable or number
Oh,
or
yeah.
variable number
I put,
combination gives
yeah.
you 0. So
Oh,
what do
yeah, I
you
forgot,
have
yeah.
left? What do you have left on the right side, Maureen?
0.
A.
No, plus 14 and minus 14 gave you 0.
Yeah.
So you
Let's
have
put
on
it
the
here.
right just 0
And what you have left is minus A,
minus A.
Yeah.
right?
Uh,
So if a minus A equal to a minus 6, then A is equal to a plus 6, right?
Mhm.
Because if you multiply by minus 1 both sides, you get plus 6. And that's what we said. So I have some practice ones I want you to do. I want you to solve for the variable, and you can do it either doing on the left side and the right side the same operation, or you can just use mental math. All right, so
Mhm.
I want you to do the first 5, and it should take you just a few minutes to do those. Just do the first 5 and tell me what you get. A plus 6 equal 12, Z minus 4 equal 3, M plus 5 equal 3, X minus 2 equal 9, C minus 8 equal 0.
A plus 6. Plus 6.
So this should take you just a few minutes, because you can do mental math, right?
I don't know. Yeah. C minus 4 equals 3.
3.
Giving you 5 minutes.
Is it a equal sign between 6 and 12, or it's a minus sign?
No, that's a equal. These
That's
are
a
all equal.
Yeah.
Equal, 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 equal. These are all equations. A plus 6. Just
Yeah.
put a space here. Makes it look. C minus 8 equals 0.
Yeah. Minus.
Okay. Now, mental math. Got a couple of minutes.
Included.
I just want you to tell me the variable. The first one, the variable is A. The second one, the variable is Z. Third one is M. 4 is X. And 5 is C.
So the first one is the add.
That's what a plus is, isn't it?
Okay.
This is a, oh, let's see. Let me make it bigger. Okay, made it bigger.
What's the mental math?
Mental math, you can do these. That's the quickest way to do it. Got it. 1 minute. For the
And plus
variable.
5 equals to 3.
That's a M plus 5. These are your variables, Maureen. A and number 1, Z and number 2, M and number 3, X and number 4, and C and number 5. Okay. Vanessa, what did you get for A? A equal what?
A equals 6.
A equals 6. Is that what you got, Maureen?
Yeah,
Yeah, only one number add to 6 to give 12, and that's 6.
yeah.
Okay, all right, Maureen. Number 2, what is Z equal to?
They got one.
You got one?
One, called one from 40th Street. That's a minus, right?
This is Z minus 4 equals 3. What is
Yeah.
Z?
One.
How do you get 1?
I said one from 4 equals 3.
No, this says Z variable, subtract 4 from it and get 3.
Oh, yeah.
It was
I
7.
Z minus 4.
Oh.
Maureen is saying 1 is 7. That
It's
Vanessa,
7.
in other words, Maureen, what number do you subtract from Z to get 3? That could only be
Oh,
7.
yeah. Okay.
7 minus 4 equal 3. Okay, got it, Maureen?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Now 3 is M. M plus 5 is equal to 3, Maureen. What is M equal to?
And plus 5 is equals to 3. $18?
How are you getting 18?
Or is this added?
Yeah, it's adding. M plus 5 is equal to 3. What number represented by variable M adds to 5 to give 3?
2?
5 and 2 is 7.
So this 8?
8 and 5 is 13. Remember, you adding M to 5 to get 3.
3, yeah.
So what does that tell you, Maureen? It tells you that
Okay.
if this number is smaller and this number is a 5, that means what you add has to be negative. So what's the answer? What's the answer, Maureen?
I'm concentrating. I add
If
the
you're
number.
adding a number to 5 to get 3.
Mhm.
The number is smaller than 5. So that means the M has to be a negative number. Because you can only add a negative number to 5 to get a smaller number, right?
2?
2 and 5 is 7.
Well, you can't add the number this back to get 5. Actually.
Yes, you can. What is it, Vanessa?
-2.
-2. Maureen, remember I said it had to be a negative number?
But I say 2, but I didn't say the negative.
Miss Barbara, if
No.
Miss Barbara give you with the
What did you say, Vanessa?
What's Miss Barbara? Tell her whether it's negative or positive. What
I
type
said
of
it had to be negative because the
Oh.
3 is less than the 5. So the M had to be a negative number. A minus
see.
2 and a plus 5, you subtract and you get a plus 3. Because you have more negative than
Okay.
positive, right? So you have plus 5 and a negative 2, and that gives you a plus 3. And that's what we got, right? Okay, Maureen, number 4.
I
X
get,
minus 2 is 9. What is X?
or minus, oh,
What's X?
11.
X is 11. Very good. In other words, you subtract 2 from 11 and you get
Yeah,
9.
I get 9.
That's correct. Okay, let's go to number 5. C minus 8 equals 0. What is C equal to?
8.
That's it. Very good. 8 minus 8 is 0. Okay, let's go to the next 5. And the next 5 will be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let's bring this up. Okay, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now make this bigger. And this is S. Okay,
Six.
this is 6, 7,
S.
8, 9, 10. So this is
That's
S
11.
minus 11 equal 8.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're looking for
7.
S. This is 7 equal X minus 9. So you're looking for X. This one has 8 minus X equal minus 2 plus X. You're looking
8.
for X. All right. Minus 2
It is 8.
plus X. The ninth one, 0 equal X minus 5. What is X? All right. And number 10, T minus 92 equals 8 minus 3T. Okay. This one, since you have variables on both sides and 2 of them, I'll give you a little longer to do this one. So you've got about 7 minutes to do this one. Okay, these
Okay.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
8.
Okay, so we'll have 6. 6 is going to be S equals something. Can you tell me what that S is? 7 is going to be X equal 8. The X equal 9 is also X equal, and 10 is T equal. So solve those, give me your answer. 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay. S minus 11 equals 8. Mm, mm. And so,
Got about 3 minutes.
seven equals X. Mm, mm.
Hey, Maureen, the first one. What is S equal to?
I get 3.
How did you get 3?
Right, so I drop 3 from 11, get 8.
This says S minus 11 equal to 8. So 11 is subtracted from what number that gives you
Oh,
8? Eleven is subtracted from what number to give you 8? What's the number, Maureen?
hold on.
11 from what number gives 8? If you saw this, you'd add 11 to both sides, right? What's 11 plus 8, Maureen?
20.
11 plus 8?
11 and 8 is 19.
19. So that means if you subtract 11 from 19, you get 8, right? In other words, 19
uh,
minus 11
uh,
is equal to 8.
uh,
S, the variable, is 19.
uh-huh.
S minus 11 equal to 8. 19 minus 11 equal to 8. So S is 19.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah.
In other words, this says subtract 11 from the variable S and get 8. That number
Okay.
can only be 19 because 19 is the only number you can subtract 11 from it and have 8 left.
Oh, I see.
You got it?
Yeah.
So S minus 11 equal 8. Now, 7 says 7 equal X minus 9. So what number do you subtract 9 from and get 7? What is X?
2.
2. 2 minus 9 is not 7.
Oh,
2
what
minus
number is
9.
subtract?
2 minus 9 is a minus 7. What number do you subtract 9 from and get 7?
2.
2?
Oh, and 16.
16. 16
Yeah.
minus 9 is 7.
I had that one.
Yeah, 16. This can only be 16, right?
Right.
So 7 equals X minus 9. So let's just write that 7
So 8
equal
is 8.
X minus X minus
I understand
9.
8 and him.
So that means 7
16.
equal only 16 subtracted from 7 subtracted from it will give you that. So 7 equals 16 minus 9, because 9 plus 7 is 16, right? Okay, Maureen, what did you get for number 8?
I didn't do that, so I don't understand that.
Okay, Vanessa, what did you get for number 8? Vanessa, you're on mute.
It looked like Vanessa moved.
Vanessa, you're on mute. Okay, let's take number 8. Here we go. Let's copy it.
It says 8 minus X equals to minus 2. So that means it be 8 X.
Okay, let's just copy it here.
So what you mean that X would be 6? I ain't
No,
sure. Oh,
we have 8 minus X is minus 2 plus X. So what would we
yeah.
do? What could we do first here, Maureen? What would we do first?
Take away, so take away 1X from 1X. I don't know.
Well, we need to get all of our variables together, the X's, and we need to get our constants together, the 8 and the minus 2. So we could really do what? We could subtract X from both sides. We could start with the X's or we could start with the constants. Doesn't matter. Okay. Let's say subtract X from both
So X
sides.
on both sides give 0.
Okay, so let's just put what we just said. We're gonna subtract the X from both sides. So let's just take this, copy it, and subtract the X. Okay. So let's just we're going to subtract the x from both sides. So this will be subtract the x on the left and subtract the x on the right. So minus x. Okay, Maureen, what do we get on the left side?
0.
8 minus
X.
x minus x.
You get 8.
You get 8, right? And what's a minus x and a minus x?
A 0.
No,
1.
plus
A
or
minus
minus.
and a minus is a plus, right?
No. A minus and a minus is a minus. And the coefficients are 1. So what's a minus 1x and a minus 1x? A minus 2x.
Oh,
Because the coefficients are what? 1, this is a 1, and this is a 1. So a minus 1x and a minus 1x gives you a minus 2x. Okay, so we have 8 minus 2x. And what's on the right side? What do we get, Maureen?
okay. Equals to 2.
A minus 2 and a plus x and a minus x. What's on the right side?
With a 2x and a minus 3x.
No.
Is
on
a
the right,
minus 3.
where are you getting a 3x? This is a minus 2, that's a constant, plus x, that's a variable, minus x and a variable. So what does a plus x and a minus x give you?
A minus.
Plus minus of the same variable or number gives you 0. A plus x and a minus x, Maureen, gives you
yeah.
0. So that's a
Yeah.
minus 2 plus 0. All right? Because a plus x and a minus x, remember I say you have the same variable, or the
Yeah.
same number, or the same variable number combination, and one is plus and one is minus, you get 0. So plus x and a minus x give you 0. So what you have left is minus 2, right? So you have 8 minus 2x equal minus 2. So let's just copy that. So minus 2 and 0 is minus 2. So let's just copy that. Then what do we do next? What do we do next, Maureen? We need to get our 8 with our negative 2. So what do we do? How can I get that 8 over on the right side with the negative 2?
Divide.
No. 8 is connected over here by addition. Right? 8 is added to this 2x. That's a plus 8. So in order to get the 8 on the right, I have to do the opposite. The opposite would be subtraction. So subtract 8 from both sides. Subtract 8 from both sides. Okay. And what would that give us? Let's just put the subtraction here. Subtract 8 from the left side, subtract 8 from the right side. So let's just put that here. And subtract the 8. So on the left side, we want to subtract 8. So that would be minus 8. And on the right side, minus 8. So what do we have left on the left side, Maureen? What's left over here? 8 minus 2x minus 8. What's left?
Minus 6.
How are you getting a 6? How are you getting a 6, Maureen?
Yeah, minus.
Plus 8 and a minus 8 gives you 0. So what's
Oh.
left? If the plus 8 and a minus 8 give you 0, then what's remaining over on the left side?
2x.
Minus 2x. Can't throw away the sign. That's a minus 2x. Now, what's a minus 2 and a minus 8, Maureen?
Minus 2, a 0.
A minus 2 and a minus 8?
Oh, a minus 6.
No. Remember I said those rules I gave you? Same
minus-
sign you add. So that's going to be a minus 10. Remember I gave you the rules at the beginning for the multiplication and division and for the addition, subtraction. So minus 2 and a minus 8, same sign, you add. Minus 2 minus 8 gives a minus 10. So now how do you solve for x?
They divide.
That's right. Very good. You divide. So let's just copy that on the, put it on the other side. Okay. So what do we divide by?
By 2.
By minus 2. Right. So divide both sides. Both sides.
I'm back, Miss Barbara. I was out.
Okay.
Sorry.
By minus 2. All right. So divide both sides by minus 2. And that will give us what? X
X
equals
2.
that would be minus 10 divided by minus 2. And what's that equal to? That would just be equal to 5.
5.
Okay. Because the minus 2x divided by 2 just gives you x. So the answer for that question, and that was number 8, was x equal 2. Right here. X equal 2.
Now we got.
All right.
Uh-huh.
Number 9, Maureen. What is x? 0 equal x minus 5. What is x?
Number 9.
Number 9, yes.
Or x.
0 equal x minus 5. 5 subtracted from what number gives you 0?
5.
That's it. Very good. 5. So x is 5. Vanessa, number 10. What did you get?
I always have 5 for that one. That like was the easiest one.
Vanessa, what's the answer for number 10?
I didn't do it, Miss.
Okay, do number 10, Vanessa. Tell me the answer.
So you said 10 is what? T?
T minus 92 equals 8 minus 3t.
And
Solve for t.
a minus.
Is it?
So that means you want to get up, Maureen, you want to get all your t's on the same side and all your costas on the same side.
Okay.
Then you can solve for t.
A minus 92
92.
equals 8.
Okay, t
8.
minus 92 is 8 minus 3t.
3.
Let's just copy that.
The first one thing I do, I put as far as I do, I put t equals to 92. So I put like The first number I put was 100.
Now, what did you do first? Both sides of the equation.
Equal 8
Did you try to
minus-
get the t's together? Or did you try to get the constants together? It doesn't matter which one you do first. But what did you do first, Maureen?
give me
I
20.
just subtract a number that we get from 92 to get 8. That was
And
the-
this is a positive number, negative number.
Okay.
So you bring this over.
Listen, 92t minus 92 equals to 8.
So
Minus
what
3t.
operation did you do first? Did you try to get the t's together, or did you try to get the 92 and the minus 92 and the 8 together? Which one did you do first?
I do the minus 92 first.
So what did
To
you
get-
do?
to
What
get-
did
to
you-
get
what did you
8.
do? What did you do to both sides?
Try to move the terms, right?
Yeah, you've got to get the t's together. The
Yeah, the
t,
terms to-
1t and the
Mhm.
minus 3 on the same side. Get the minus 92 and the 8 on the same side. So what do you do first?
I know.
Yeah, so when you bring it over,
With 3, you're gonna say 3t plus t, right? It's 4t. Hang on, this one's positive.
So what did you do, Maureen?
I say 1t and 3t is 4t. But I'm puzzled with this one anyhow.
Add,
can
you
be
could
40.
add 3t
Mhm.
to both sides. That's one step you could do, right?
Mhm.
Add the 3t to both sides. Then see, you're gonna get your t eliminated
Together.
on the right side. You get all your t's together. So
Add 80.
so
8 plus 92, you get
so
100.
that's what plus, that's right, 3t, and you add a 3t over here on the right, plus
Mhm.
3t. Okay, so on the left, you're gonna have what? 4t, 1t plus 3t is 4t. So
4t.
4t
Mhm.
minus 92, and the minus 3t and plus 3 equal what, Maureen?
0.
Maureen? Minus 3t plus 3t. Maureen?
60.
Oh,
Minus and plus are the same, gives you 0.
0.
I forget that all the time.
I know. Remember I
Oh, yeah.
said a
Yeah.
minus and a plus of the same number or
Yeah.
the same variable or the same number variable combination gives you 0. So this will be 8 minus 0. Remember that, Maureen, that's 0.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'd have to have the same signs for you to add them. But if they're different signs, you just
Yeah.
add them to get 0. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So this becomes 4t minus 92 equal 8. Then what do you do next, Maureen? How do I get the 92 and the 8 together?
The constant, you cross, when you cross the change sign.
What do you do, Vanessa?
You cross, as long as you have to cross the equal sign, you have to change the sign.
So what
So
do you
are
have
you
to do?
92?
What operation?
With negative
Add.
92, I would say plus 92
So you add 92
to both sides.
Both sides. That's right. So if you add 92 to both sides, let's just do that. Let's just put that there. Okay. Add the 92 on the left. That's plus 92. And add the 92 on the right. So, Maureen, what do you get on the left side? What's a 4t minus 92 plus 92?
40 minus 92.
Plus 92. What is that equal to right here?
4.
4t
40
minus 92 plus 92. What's the left side, Maureen? What's that equal to? What's a minus 92 and a plus 92, Maureen?
0. You
Maureen?
have 40 minus 0.
Minus 92 plus 92, like Vanessa said, that's 0. So you'd have
Yes.
4t, and
T.
that's minus 0.
0.
And Maureen, what's
E.
8 plus 92?
8 plus 92
Yes,
is 100.
that's right, 100. Okay, so we have 4t is equal to 100. So what is t equal to?
That's simple. You don't even have to do it.
That's it. Math. Only
T
one
is
number
20.
times t.
T is equal to 25.
That's right. Only one number multiplied by 4 that gives 100. That's 25. So t is equal to
25.
100 divided by 4
If you divide it,
equals
yes.
25.
40.
But you know, mental math here. There's
100.
only one number multiplied by 4 to give you 100, and that's 25. Like 4 quarters is $1, right? 4 times 25, 100. Questions? Maureen, questions?
No,
So
no.
t is equal to 25.
100.
Let's put it here. T is 25. Okay. All right. Let's do 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Put these on the next page. All right, let's scroll down. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I want you to do those. And this one, okay, let's make that 22. So you're looking for Z. You're looking for K. And number 13, you're looking for B. 14, you're looking for X. That's the variable.
Okay. 11.
It's a minus, okay? So 11, you're looking for Z equal.
Z
12, you're looking
plus
for K
9.
equal. 13, you're looking for B as the variable. 14, you're looking for X as the variable. And 15, you're looking for Z as the variable. Those are the variables you're solving for. Okay. And you have
3.
Have 8 minutes. Okay.
Minus.
So Z, K, B, X, Z. Those are the variables you're looking for.
That and that.
Questions, Maureen?
I figured it out. I'm trying to do it.
Yeah, like
Let's see.
12, you got to get all your K's together, variables,
Yeah.
and then get your 3 minus 3 and 11. Those are your constants. Get those together. Then you can solve
Okay.
for K.
Number 3 is 4, 3. Okay. So that is 4, 3, 7, 3. Okay.
Fifteen, you can just leave it as a fraction, okay? You don't have to worry about converting it to decimal or anything. Just leave it as a fraction. We'll get a fraction towards C. Number 15.
Leave it as a fraction, an improper fraction, or do it as a
Yes,
decimal?
just leave it as an improper fraction.
Okay.
Yes, okay.
Okay.
How you doing, Maureen? Maureen,
Yeah, number 12. I get nowhere yet with number 12. I got 7K minus 3 equals the 11, and I'm stuck.
okay, you got 7K, that's good. Now combine your minus 3 and 11. So what do you do to get the minus 3 on the right side? With the 11, what do you have to do? What operation?
Okay. Okay.
Maureen,
You got to get
what operation to get this minus 3 with the 11 on the right side? What do you have to do? It's subtracted here, you'd have to add it, right? Add the 3 on the left, add the 3 on the right. What do you get? Maureen, what's a minus 3 and a
Okay.
plus 3?
a minus 3,
And a plus 3.
a 0.
That's right. And now what's 11 plus 3?
11 plus 3 is 14.
Okay, so you got your 14 and you got your 7K, right? Now solve for K. 7K equal 14. What is K equal to?
Three, three,
7K is 14. So K can only be what? What number times 7 gives 14?
so 7K equals to 14.
Right? So what number times 7 gives you 14?
2.
That's it. That's your answer.
That's simple.
That's it. That's your answer.
Yes.
Got it?
Yes.
That's it, Maureen. Go to 13.
13 is simple.
Yeah, 13. Only one number, add the 5 and give 7, right? Two minutes.
So let me see, 4, 5, 15.
At 14, you're going to combine your x's. You have a minus 4x, you have an x, and you're going to combine your constants, the 15 and the minus 15. So get the 15s on the same side and get the minus 4x and x on the same side. Combine them, then you'll be able to solve for x. Same thing for 15. Get your z.
Well, that would be 15.
So what would this be, Maureen, when you get your minus 4x and your x on the same side? What would that be?
That would be 4x that is 4x. What size? 5. This is it.
Get the minus 4x and the x on the same side, right? So
Uh-huh.
so you can subtract the x here and subtract the x here. And what's a minus 4x and a minus 1x?
The zeros.
A minus 4x and a minus 1x.
Or 3x.
Nope. Remember I said same sign. Remember the rules. Same sign you add. A minus 4x and a minus 1x gives you a minus 5x. All right. Then you can get the 15 on the side with this one. A minus 15 and a minus 15 is a minus 30. So you'd have a minus 5x equal minus 30. So what is x? Maureen, you have that? One minute.
Okay. Number 15. X, Z.
Okay, let's get started. Number 11. Maureen, what is z? What number adds to 9 to give 12?
3.
3. Very good. Okay. Number 12, Maureen, what is k?
2.
Very good. 2. All right.
2.
All right. 13. What number adds to 5 to give 7?
2.
2. Okay. 14. What is x?
I get 25.
6.
Get 6.
6. Or divide.
Okay. Let's take 14. Here it is.
Okay. I get it.
You got it, Maureen?
I get it. Yeah.
Did you get the 6?
Yeah.
Okay. Because you add the 4x to both sides, right? So let's go here. Add 4x to both sides. And if you do that, let's see. Okay, let's just add the 4x. So we add 4x on the left side and add 4x on the right. So this would be plus 4x, and then add the 4x on the right side, plus 4x. So Maureen, what do I have on the left side once I add the 4x? What do I have left over here? Maureen, 15 minus 4x plus 4x. What is that?
15.
That's it. Very good. 15. And so I have an x plus 4x is what on the right side? What's
Plus
1x
4x
plus 1x plus 4x? Maureen?
is 5x.
5x. Very good. Okay. And minus 15. Then what do I do next?
See.
Okay. Now Now what do I do next? How do I get my 15s together?
By subtracting 15 from both sides.
Well,
Got it.
you could, but
You can do
since
either.
you could do it that way, but since you have a minus 15 over here, why don't you just say add 15 to both sides? Add, what you said would work, but add
Oh, yeah,
15 since it's
15 and
subtracted
15
right.
and get 30
That's right, add 15.
and then divide by 5.
That's it. So you add 15 to both sides and you get 30, you're right. So we get 30. So 15 plus 15 on the left. Okay, and then the minus 15 plus 15. So you just have the 5x left, right? So this will be 30 equal 5x, and only one number multiplied by 5 to give you 30. And what is that number, Maureen? What number multiplied by 5 to give 30? 30 divided by 5 equal 6.
Then divide 30 by 5.
Yes, that's right. It's 6. Right? So that's your answer. That x is equal to 6. Okay, so x is equal to 6. Now 15. What did you get, Vanessa, for 15?
91 over 5.
91 over
It's an improper.
improper fraction. Maureen, do you know how to do number 15?
I don't even do that. I make a mistake. I should have put Z, but I put 2 then.
What happened?
Well, I had a 2 instead of Z. Mm.
Oh, okay. So this is Z minus 88 equal minus 4Z plus 3. So what did you do first? What did you do first, Maureen? Let me copy this.
I was trying to do Z first.
Okay, so what did you do with the Z then? You tried to get the Z's together, minus 4Z and Z. So what did you do? Add 4Z to both sides?
Not
Z.
really.
What did you do? Well, you could
I was
add 4Z to both sides, or you could subtract Z from both sides. Which one did you do?
why I do subtract a number that I could get 88. So I probably did it wrong.
No, so you want to get the minus 88 and 3 together, and you want to get the Z's and the minus 4Z. So you could either add Z, you could either subtract Z from both sides, or you could add 4Z to both sides. So if we say add 4Z to both sides. All right. So what's a 4Z and a 1Z?
5Z.
Right. So we add the 4Z to both sides. So let's add the 4Z plus 4Z. And then add it on the right plus 4Z. So what do we get on the left side, Maureen? What's a 1Z? That's a 1. That's the default. Let's put the 1 here. What's a 1Z plus 4Z?
That's what?
A 1Z plus 4Z.
5Z.
Right, so that's 5Z, add the coefficients. 5Z minus 88. And what do I get on the left side, Maureen? I mean the right side. A minus 4Z plus 3 plus 4Z. What is that equal to?
Okay, it's 5Z.
a minus 4z plus 3 plus a 4z. What is that equal to?
You said 4z plus,
Minus 4z
uh,
plus 3 plus 4z. So what do I have on the right side when I combine my terms?
4z plus,
This is a minus 4z. This is a plus 4z. That gives you what?
1z.
A minus 4z and a plus 4z,
Oh, it's a 0.
0. So that's going to be
Oh,
0
I was thinking about, I don't know.
plus 3. Okay. So what we have here is 5z minus 88 equal 3. Then what do I do next, Maureen? What do I do
Okay.
next? I still have to get my 80, my minus 88, my 3 on the same side. So what do I do with the 88 to get it on the right side? What operation?
Subtract,
It's being subtracted. You got to do the opposite. It's the opposite of subtracting.
division,
No, division and multiplication go together. Addition and
multiply,
subtraction. No, addition and subtraction go together. So if this is a
Oh.
negative,
so we
subtracting.
subtract,
So what's the opposite of subtracting? What's the opposite of subtracting?
and divide.
No. Division and multiplication go together.
Add.
Addition and subtracting go together. So if I'm
Oh, no.
subtracting, the opposite is going to be addition. So I will add 88 to both sides. Remember, in pairs, it's addition, subtraction, and then it's multiplication, division. Remember, I gave you that the rules. I had multiplication, division together, and I had addition and subtracting together. All right. So we would add the 88 to both sides. All right. So let's just do that. Minus 88 plus 88. Add 88 on the right side. So that's plus 88. Now minus 88 plus 88 is 0. So I'll have left just 5z, and 88 plus 3 is 91. Now, Maureen, what's my next step?
Okay.
How do I solve for z? 5z is a multiplication. That means 5 times z. What's the opposite of multiplication?
Divide,
That's right. So what would I divide by? Want to solve for
and
z?
5,
5 on both sides.
Divide both sides by
Yeah,
5.
5,
That's
yeah.
right. So z is going to be equal to what Vanessa said. Z equal 91 divided by 5. Okay.
And if you divide it,
And we can
you
just
get
leave it as improper fraction. So z is 91 over 5.
Z
Questions?
equals
91 over
9
5. Leave it as an
1
improper
divided
fraction.
by 5.
Okay. Now I will leave these as your homework because I want to look at. Okay. So these will be your homework.
That'd be like 18.2.
yes, that's a decimal.
Yeah, we can leave it just as the improper fraction, but you could convert it decimal if you like. So that's your homework, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. Now, the next thing I want to look at is,
Are you gonna say that to us, right?
oh yes, all of this will be sent to you. I will
Okay.
email you all of this. Now,
Okay.
my new share, I want to look at independent, dependent variables. Okay.
Did you get the one they sent you today, Miss Barbara?
Yes, I did. Yes, and that's why I want to go through dependent variables. It seems you went through them. I went through them with you before, you understood them, but then this time you seem to have had a problem. Okay. On the independent, dependent variables, because that's one you missed. You did well on the 5 questions, but you missed that one. And also the constants are the numbers. I think you missed that one too. Now, let's look at independent and dependent variables. Okay. Charlotte reads for 30 minutes each day. Let T represent the total number of minutes she reads and D represent the number of days. So we want to determine the dependent and the independent variable, write an equation to represent the relationship, and then complete the table. Now, Charlotte reads for 30 minutes a day. Total number of minutes she reads is dependent upon the number of days she reads, right? Because she's reading 30 minutes a day. So what is the dependent variable? What is the dependent variable? Is it
Or the dependent is like, or the dependent is
the total minutes she reads
told me she reads.
is dependent upon what?
The number of days.
Yes, the number of days. So the dependent variable is the total number of minutes read, and that's dependent upon the independent variable, the number of days. So right in here, put the dependent variable is the total minutes read and what is that dependent upon?
Number of minutes she reads.
Is
The number of days. That depends upon the number
Number of days.
of days. Now, the equation then would be what?
therefore it would be 3
No,
3D
no, T equal, that's total minutes read. And what is that equal to? 30 minutes a day. So it's 30 times the number of days because she spends 30 minutes each day, right? So the equation would be T total minutes read, it's equal to 30 minutes per day times the number of days. So for day 1, 30 times 1 is 30. What would it be for day 2? What would this be?
Day 2 would be 60.
That's right, would be 60. Okay, what would day 3 be?
90.
90.
90, so we can fill in our table. This would be 90. And 4 days would be
120.
120. Right. And 5 days,
So 180.
5 times 30,
150.
150. Each
50.
time we add 30, right? Because it's 30 minutes per day. So what would 160 be? That would be the 180.
190.
180.
And 7 would be what?
190. No,
7 times 30,
7 times 30.
10.
210. So each time you're adding 30, because there's 30 minutes per day, right? So every time you add a day, you're adding 30. Because it's 30 minutes per day. So we have our dependent variable, total minutes read, dependent upon the number of days read, and the number of days, each day she reads 30 minutes. All right. So that's filling out the table. Now, any questions on number 1?
No.
Okay, let's see if you can do number 2. Okay, number 2, let's see. Okay. 1 is shopping for school supplies. He bought a pencil case for $5. But now he needs pencils to go inside of it. Each box of pencils is $3. T is the total cost. B represent each box of pencils. What is the dependent variable? What is the dependent variable? So let me bring this down.
Dependent.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. What is the dependent variable? The total cost, right? What is
Yeah.
the total cost dependent upon? So the total cost is dependent upon what?
The amount of pencils you buy.
Yeah, the number of boxes of pencils. So well, actually it's dependent upon the boxes of pencils plus the pencil case that was $5, right? So the independent variable, but one is fixed. So we say boxes of pencils. And each box of pencils costs
$5.
$3. No, the
$3.
pencil case is $5.
Yeah,
And each box is $3.
$3.
So the total, which is T, is equal to what? $3 times the cost of the box of pencils, so that's 3B, plus the cost
Plus
of
a-
the pencil case, which is $5. That's the equation. Okay. So the total cost, which is a dependent variable, and it's dependent upon the independent variable of boxes of pencils. Now, let's fill in our table. When there's one box of pencils, when this is 1, what is the total cost? What is this value? What's 3B plus 5? 1 box of pencils costs $3. That's why we have 3B. So what's 3 times 1 plus 5? What would that be?
8.
8. That's right. Yeah. 3 times 1 plus 5. So let's see. Make this bigger. Okay. Now, suppose there are 2 boxes of pencils. That's a 2.
16.
3 times 2 is what?
5.
3 times 2?
6.
6. 6 plus 5?
11.
11. Make that bigger.
So then the next one will be 3 plus 3 times 3.
Okay, so the next one, we have 3 boxes of pencils, right? So that would be 3. So we have 3 boxes of pencils. 3 times 3 is 9, plus 5 is what?
14.
14. So you can see it's increasing by
Yeah,
what?
yeah,
By 3, because each box
Yeah.
of pencils is $3. So you can
Yeah.
just really just add 3 to the
Yeah.
next one, right? So when you fill out this table,
and it's 17.
okay. So when you have the 4, so you know what the next one is because it's 3 more, right? 3 times 4 is 12 plus 5, and that's 17. So you can
And then the
fill
next
out
one is 22.
that the 7 now is 17 and 3 is 20. So you see how to fill out the table, right?
How are you doing this?
Right. So you have
And
1.
it's 5.
Okay.
3 is 15. The next one is 20.
Okay. So let's just move this so you can line them up. Okay.
Yeah.
So for 5, it would be what?
20.
On the stop block.
Yeah, you just add 3. 5 would be 20. 6 would be what?
Scored is a 7.
You just add 3. 8, 3, 11, 11, 3, 14, 14, 3, 17, 17, 3, this would be 20,
20.
right? And that's 5.
Giving you.
And 20, you add 3 because that's the cost of a box of pencils, right? $3. So that'll be 23 and 6. So you just really calculating it from the total. Okay. Let me make it bigger so you can see it. Okay. Make that 18. Okay, so you see what you're doing. You calculate the total from the total formula, and the total is the dependent variable here. And that total is dependent upon the number of boxes of pencils. All right, now let's look at number 3. Now, number 3, okay, now here you have to fill in the table. So read number 3 and tell me what goes in the table.
Okay.
Monica is riding a bike each day, 60-minute ride each
60
day.
minutes.
Okay.
But
And
it depends
the
on what the
total
60.
number of minutes she spends riding her bike is dependent upon the number of days, right? So the dependent variable is what? What's the dependent variable?
Okay,
The total number of minutes.
60 minutes.
Total number of minutes. Riding bike. Okay, so the total number of minutes riding the bike. That's the dependent. What's the independent variable?
Okay.
What would be the independent variable?
The number of days.
Yeah, the number of days. That's correct. Very good. Okay, so the independent variable would be number of days. Number of days. Okay, what's the equation? Now we have to put the headings here. This is number of days. days, and this would be total minutes. Okay, that would be the headings in these in our table. Okay, make that a little bigger. Okay, now, so 0 days. Well, actually, the number of days we were given as D, right? So D represents the number of days. So let's put D. And the total minutes is how many minutes does she ride a day? 60 minutes. So that would
60
be
minutes.
60 times D. Okay. So number of days is D, and she rides 60 minutes per day. So let's make that bigger. Okay. So the first day, for day 1, she would ride how many minutes? What would go here?
I could go for 60 minutes. By
60 times 1, then that would just be 60, right? Because that's the formula, is 60 minutes per day. So
Yeah,
60
yeah.
times the number of days. All right. All right. So this would be 18. So when we go to 2 days, if this is a 2, how
We
many
want
minutes? What would the minutes be?
120 minutes.
120. That's right. Because 2 times the 60. Okay. So let's just make that 18. Make it bigger. And then 3 days would be what?
180.
Yeah, 3 times 60, which would be 180. So you see how you can finish filling in your table, right? So let's just go here, put 18. Now let's jump. Now let's see, 4, 5, 6. Now
Okay.
suppose this is 6. What would be the total minutes?
Let me see.
What would that be? 6 times 60.
360.
360, right? Okay. So you see the total minutes is your dependent variable, and it's dependent upon the number of days. All right. Okay. Now you can put in these others, the 4, and each time you're adding 60, right?
240.
240, and then 300, and 360. Okay.
3.
Now we have another one here that I want you to do. Okay. A rideshare service charges a flat fee of $6 plus $1.50 for every mile driven. Let T represent the total cost of the ride and M represent the number of miles driven. Determine the dependent and independent variables. Write an equation to represent the relationship, and then complete the table for the total cost for ride 3 to 10 miles. So this will be your homework. Okay, so your homework is to complete the table, right? So you got to put these headings in, put the dependent variable, put the independent variable, put the equation, and then finish the table.
Okay.
Any questions?
No.
So notice what you have here. Number
You only
of
get him. You only
miles.
get him one.
Hmm?
You only get him that one.
Only getting that one, because you
That
have
one,
your
that
other
one?
you have your other homework from those equations.
Oh, I sent it in to you, but I don't know how much I get right for a round. I think I get like 2 rounds. I'm sure.
What, the one you sent me before?
I don't think I get the one with the dependent and the. And
Yeah,
then
you missed the dependent Actually, I'll send you a text to redo those,
Yeah.
Maureen. To redo the two
I,
you
I
missed,
put
and
the
you can
first,
send
I
me
put
the
the first
answer.
one as an independent and the second one as a coefficient or something like that.
Oh, okay. But anyway, I'll send you a text for you to send me answers again for those two.
Okay, all right.
Okay. All right.
Uh-huh.
So this is your homework. Finish the table just like we put here the headings. So you're going to put the headings, what they represented by.
Uh-huh.
So you're going to use your T for your total cost, use M for your miles driven. That's going to be part of your table. Indicate the dependent variable, independent variable, write the equation, and then fill in the table. And this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, it says 10 miles, but you can really do 8. So this would be 3 to 8, not 10. All right. Any questions on anything we went over? Okay,
No.
so you have your homework. Now I'll be sending you another review algebra because Maureen, you and Alva sent me the first one. So I'll be sending you another one, but it won't be due on Thursday. It will be due before the following Thursday, which will be off
Yeah.
because that would be Thanksgiving. So
Uh-huh.
Thursday will be in session, but the Thursday after that will be a Thanksgiving holiday.
Uh-huh.
But anyway,
Okay.
I'll send you the next one, which will be
Okay.
due before that Thursday. All right.
Okay, all right.
Okay. So long, everybody. Thanks for joining.
See you too.
Bye.
Okay, bye, Vanessa. Bye,
Being there
Vanessa.
first. Bye. Thank you.